I tried to force my daughter to share her wedding. Everything fell apart, our family torn apart in a single moment. Now I'm alone, regretting my decisions. I have two daughters, Anna, who is 28, and Lily, who is 25. They've been different since childhood. Anna was the self-sufficient, level-headed kid who figured things out on her own. Lily, on the other hand, was always more fragile. I don't mean that in a cruel way. She struggled with health issues early on, had trouble adjusting to school, and needed more support than the average child. So I did what any mother would. I gave her more time, more attention, more guidance, and yes, more money. What else was I supposed to do? But when Anna hit her teen years, she finally said something. She told me it felt unfair, why Lily could borrow her makeup without permission, and why I replaced Lily's cosmetics from Sephora while Anna had to budget for her own. I'd always answer, "She's your sister. She needs you. You should look out for each other." And for a while, that seemed enough. We helped both girls with college and living expenses. Anna was the first to become truly independent. She moved in with her boyfriend years ago, both of them responsible with their finances and stable in their careers. Lily, meanwhile, still lived at home. She'd bounced through relationships, switched jobs constantly, and never really found her footing. So when Anna announced she was engaged, we were thrilled. Her fiancé, Daniel, is a good man. They planned a small but beautiful wedding at an upstate vineyard. We offered around $10,000 as our contribution, symbolic but meaningful. Every call, every visit to taste cakes, pick flowers, or review the venue layout, you could see how happy she was. It lit her up. Then 2 months before the big day, Lily pulled me aside. She was trembling. She told me she was pregnant. She and her boyfriend, Ryan, wanted to get married before the baby arrived, but they had no idea how to make it happen. No plan, no savings. She begged me for help. At first, I wanted to tell her the truth, that we simply didn't have the money to fund 2 weddings at once. But then she said it. What if we used Anna's venue? Just once. I didn't say the words aloud, the ones tightening in my chest. I don't want my grandchild born out of wedlock. That night, I talked to my husband. He looked at me like he already knew where this was going. "Don't," he said. "This is a disaster waiting to happen." Then, after a long pause, "Unless maybe they could share the day, a joint ceremony, it's not impossible." His voice was quiet, like he knew he shouldn't even put the idea out there. I barely slept. I kept thinking about Lily, the baby, and how Anna already had everything lined up perfectly. Maybe just this once she could bend. We weren't asking her to cancel her wedding, just to share the venue. Siblings do that, right? I arranged a family brunch, made fresh fruit salad, set out mimosas, baked Anna's favorite quiche. Even Lily tried to look her best, though the nerves showed. Anna showed up glowing, chatting excitedly, scrolling through photos of her dress fitting, the cake, the decor. I cut her off gently and took her hand. "I need to tell you something important." I told them Lily was pregnant. Anna froze for a second, then smiled, hugged her, congratulated her, promised to help however she could. I thought this will be okay. Then I added the request. "We wanted to ask you something," I said. "Lily wants to get married before the baby comes. They can't afford a wedding. Would you consider letting her use your venue? Just for her ceremony." Anna stared at me, blinked. "You want me to cancel my wedding?" "No, not cancel," I said quickly. "Just let her get married there instead. You already have a stable life. She's still finding her way. And there's the baby to think about." Lily's voice shook. "Please, Anna, not everything is always about you. Your life goes perfectly. I'm drowning." The silence dragged until Anna whispered, "No, I'm sorry, I can't." Then more firmly, "It's not fair. I've planned this for half a year. This is my wedding, something I've dreamed about forever. I can't just disappear." I tried to calm her down. I told her Lily would be grateful, that the baby deserved a proper start, that as the older sister she should understand. She stood up. "If this is what you're pushing, I'm leaving." Before she could go, Lily jumped in. "You're selfish. Everything goes right for you. You can't help me even once." I reminded Anna that Lily had no resources and that we couldn't financially handle another wedding. Lily added sharply, "Dad is paying for 30% of your wedding. That means I deserve a share too." Anna's face fell like she'd been slapped. "You think you're entitled to my wedding?" she said softly, then walked out, eyes filled with hurt. We sat there in thick silence. Lily cried. All I could think was, this shouldn't have gone this way. But I also felt there was still a compromise. She didn't have to give up the wedding, just share it. That sounded fair, reasonable. My husband warned me to stop pushing. I didn't listen. I invited Anna again, promising we just wanted to apologize. She showed up, smiling stiffly, guarded. We made small talk, ate quietly. When she accepted the apology, I gently introduced the new idea. "What would you think about sharing the wedding day with Lily?" Anna blinked, confused. Share how? You two could both get married the same day, same venue, you first then Lily, or the other way around. We'd adjust the timeline a bit. Maybe even shift the date if needed. It could be beautiful, a family moment, sisters together. She stared at me like she didn't recognize me. Mom, we've already confirmed every vendor, every schedule, every reservation. Do you even hear yourself? This isn't a joint party, it's my wedding. Lily burst out. See, she won't do even that. She doesn't care about anyone but herself. I assured Anna it was only a suggestion, that she didn't need to fight, that surely she could compromise somewhere. Anna stood up, eyes glassy with pain. You really think I'd agree to this? Give up parts of my wedding because you tell me to? Do you even understand how much I've put into this? What it means to me? Lily shouted over her. Everything is always about you. You've never had to struggle. Anna looked at me. And you, Mom, did you ever once think about what I want? Or do I always come second to Lily? I didn't think. I reacted. I slapped her. It wasn't hard. But the sound, Lily gasping, the fork clattering, the sudden stillness felt like the house cracked open. Anna didn't cry. She didn't yell. She just looked at me with a sadness I've never seen in her eyes. I'm not doing it, she said quietly. And if you think you can come to my wedding after this, fine, come, but Lily is not welcome. She won't be there, not even as a guest. Then she walked out. Lily sobbed, and I sat there, wondering how everything spiraled into this moment I can never undo. My husband looked completely blindsided. All I could do was cling to a tiny bit of hope that she would cool down, that she would eventually soften. Because what daughter truly leaves her own mother out? Who would shut their parent out of one of the biggest days of their life? I kept repeating that to myself. I convinced myself that Anna's anger was temporary, that she had spoken in the heat of the moment, that she would still want us there. She would be expecting us. She would want to see her family show up for her, so I didn't cancel a thing. For Lily, we had a new dress made, something understated but elegant enough so she wouldn't look unkempt. She wasn't the bride, but she still needed to look composed. My husband didn't comment or argue. He just watched silently, as though he had already detached himself from everything. When I asked if he planned on going, he said flatly, "They're not keeping me from seeing my daughter get married." We all got ready that morning. I held the invitation in my hand like it was a guarantee, as though it had the power to override everything that happened. We arrived early. We were ready to find our seats, ready to show her that this didn't have to break us. But the security guard stopped us before we even got through the gate to the vineyard. Names, we gave them. I'm sorry, he said. You're not on the list. I let out a shaky laugh and held out the invitation. We're the bride's parents. He checked a tablet, looked toward the venue, then turned back to us. She was very specific. You and your other daughter are not permitted to enter. My husband whipped out his phone and called Anna. She came out a few minutes later, looking beautiful, radiant even, but her face was stone cold. I'm not letting you in, she said. My husband stared at her, stunned. What are you talking about? You're going to leave us outside? Yes, she answered without hesitation. You tried to ruin my wedding once. You're not going to do it again. I don't want a joint wedding. I don't want drama. And I don't want either of you here, not Mom, not Lily. But we contributed, my husband protested. We gave $10,000, that's 30% of your budget. So what? She snapped. If you want it back, I'll repay you. But you're not stepping into my wedding, not after everything. Lily lost control. So you ruin my life, you always get what you want, you never help me. She lunged toward Anna, but security restrained her. People turned. Guests whispered. Phones rose into the air. Some were filming. The murmurs thickened into a humiliating buzz. My husband grabbed us, pulled us toward the car, and shut the doors. Lily was sobbing hysterically, and all I could feel was rage and disbelief. I yelled that Anna had no right to treat us like that it was cruel. Before she turned and walked back inside, Anna said one last thing. And Mom, don't expect another cent from me. The money I've been sending you every month. It's done, you can't do that, I shouted after her. You're selfish. She didn't flinch. Say whatever you want, you did this to yourself. She disappeared behind the venue doors. On the drive home, my husband didn't say a word. When we got back, he shut himself in his study. Lily locked herself in her room, and I sat at the dining table, my dress wrinkled, my makeup streaking down my face, feeling like my life had just been burned to ashes. The next morning, everything felt foreign, like I had woken up in someone else's home. My husband wouldn't look at me. Lily wouldn't leave her room. The silence felt heavier than walls. I was scrolling through my phone mindlessly just to escape when I saw it, a notification from a local Facebook group. A video, a link. Did you guys see this? It was only 2 minutes long, but I knew exactly what it was before I even pressed play. I watched it anyway. Someone had recorded us at the venue, the argument, the guard blocking us, Anna's cold refusal, me shouting, Lily trying to shove her sister. It was harsh, unfiltered, humiliating. And someone had uploaded it to TikTok titled, "Controlling Mom Tries to Crash Daughter's Wedding to Force a Double Ceremony." It had gone viral. Tens of thousands of likes, thousands of comments, reaction videos, memes, screenshots. Even a giant Reddit thread. People called us monsters. They said Lily looked unhinged. They said Anna deserved an award for keeping her composure. They analyzed our lives like we were characters in some trashy reality show. I went to Lily's room. She was curled on the floor with her arms around her knees, staring at nothing. I sat beside her and spoke softly. She didn't reply. An hour later, a knock came at the door. It was Ryan. I let him in, believing he had come to comfort her, to take care of her. He hadn't. He stood in the hallway, his voice controlled but sharp. "Did you actually think this would work? I knew she'd have a meltdown. That's why I didn't go. But you really did it. You both tried to hijack your sister's wedding. You humiliated yourselves and me." Lily choked out, "I did it for us, for the baby. I didn't want to lose you." He shook his head. "I'll support the baby. I won't abandon a child. But I'm not marrying you, not after this. This is not a foundation for a family. I don't even know who you are anymore." He left. Lily didn't call after him. She didn't run. She just collapsed inward like part of her had shut off. Later, I found her sitting fully clothed on the shower floor, the water pouring over her. She whispered things I couldn't understand. When I tried to hold her, she shoved me away. "You ruined everything," she said. The words cut deeper than anything Anna had said. That night, my husband asked me into his study. He closed the door behind him. He didn't shout. He didn't accuse. He just spoke with finality. "If you ever interfere in Anna's life again, if you take one more step in the direction of controlling her wedding, her marriage, anything, I will file for divorce. I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you what will happen." I couldn't answer. I only nodded. I was too tired to do anything else. Since then, he hasn't touched me, hasn't slept in the same bed, hasn't even brushed past me in the hallway if he could avoid it. Lily barely leaves her room. She's gaunt, quiet, whispering to the baby some nights and lying motionless on others. She hasn't showered. She hasn't eaten properly. Her eyes look empty. Anna hasn't called, not once. I don't know if she even thinks of me. The last time I saw her, radiant in white, telling me that I was no longer part of her life, she severed the connection cleanly. I still miss her. I've drafted at least 5 emails to her, each one explaining that I was overwhelmed, that I acted out of worry and love, that I didn't know how to handle everything. I deleted all of them. Every message sounded like an excuse, like another attempt to twist her emotions. Meanwhile, the video keeps spreading. Someone apparently gave an interview to a local entertainment segment. They're calling it the double wedding disaster. They mock me online as the toxic mother, the villain, the melodramatic matriarch. Maybe they're right. Maybe this has always been who I was, and I finally backed myself into a corner where there was no denying it. Lately, I've started talking to myself, asking questions no one can answer. Did I really treat Anna unfairly all these years? Did I show favoritism without meaning to? Did I cling to Lily so tightly because I cared, or because I didn't want to feel like a failure as a mother? I don't know anymore. All I know is what I've lost: my husband, my daughters, my standing, my sense of self. And so I'm here writing all of this, not because I think anyone will save me or because I expect pity, but because I'm still haunted by one question. Am I the villain? Thank you for being part of our community. Your likes, comments, and shares help us bring more unbelievable Reddit family stories every day. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a shocking story.